Okay, are we ready on Mr. Langen and Mr. Densborn?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Densborn, we need your fingerprints.
Okay. How do I do that?
Either come down to City Hall and go to the police department so they can get your prints. Can you do that today?
Yes.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Todd Michael Densborn, file number 21-02063 SD, council appearances.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Housefield on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Mr. Densborn, who is present via Zoom.
Thank you. Today's the date that was set for a pre-trial. This matter was previously adjourned so that Mr. Densborn could be screened for the 54B sobriety court. Did we get an update from them?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have been in touch with the 54 sobriety court regarding Mr. Densborn. At this point, the screening is not complete, and we would just be requesting a further adjournment to continue with that screening process.
The people have no objection to that, Your Honor.
We already set it for 30 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
November 22nd at 9:30.
Be November 22nd at 9:30. Okay, and just a reminder, Mr. Densborn, make sure you go today to get your fingerprints, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
Not on this matter, Your Honor. I would note Mr. Densborn also has a hearing set tomorrow on a City of Lansing operating while intoxicated case. Can that also be adjourned out to, I would guess it would be November 23rd?
Yep, that works. We'll do that now
Thank you, Your Honor.
November 23rd at 9 a.m.
at 9 a.m. Okay, so you're all set. Other than that, Mr. Densborn will get you copies of your notices to appear sent out to you, okay?
Okay, can I, what is the address you have on file?
I have an address on Shepherd Street.
Yep, that's the right one.
Okay,
And can I go do the fingerprint anytime today
yes.
down at City Hall, right?
Yep, you'll go to the police department side, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you so much.
Okay, and Mr. Langen, you can come up to the bench there. Okay,
Am I finished?
yes, you're free to go, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Is the same thing for Mr. Langen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we need to reset that 30 days.
22nd at 9:30.
November 22nd at 9:30. Get you a copy of your notice and you're all set, okay, sir? Let's see who this is. But you can have a seat. We're gonna give you a copy of your notice right here. No problem. Pager. I wonder what I'm doing on the computer. Is this one anymore? That's my life. Unnecessarily difficult. Let's see. Okay, what's your name, sir?
Aaron DeBar.
Okay. Get a little bit earlier. We'll wait for your attorney to log in.
Okay.
morning. What's your name, sir?
My name is Fabian Herrera.
Can you say that again?
I'm sorry, my name is Fabian Herrera.
Okay, thank you.
I can't quite see you, ma'am. There's a black screen. Okay, never mind. It came off. Thank you.
No problem. I didn't actually do anything, so I don't know what happened. Okay, who is Mr. Herrera's attorney?
Chiefly, I believe.
I don't know why it's saying Hackenberg still on
Oh,
the ROA. Not ROA, but did we get an appearance?
Docket,
We didn't
yes.
get an appearance. It is what you're saying. We didn't get an appearance. Mr. Keithley, are you there?
Don't have it yet.
I am, Your Honor.
Is your office representing Fabian Herrera?
It appears as though Mr. Herrera was denied court-appointed counsel on the basis of being too high earning at the time of his arraignment. However, he's been in custody for a significant amount of time at this point. I don't know if that will impact our office's decision in terms of whether to accept him or accept this case.
Okay, sorry, I'm assuming, was Mr. Herrera notified that he was denied court-appointed counsel? Or was he in custody, so he probably didn't receive his mail? Yeah, it looks like he was arraigned on the 28th of September and does not appear to posted bond. Are you being held on something else, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I got released on a 7-day PR bond due to that misdemeanor, and then I came back on a violation of a no contact order, ma'am.
Okay, got it. So you actually just got back, or it looks like you were arraigned on the no contact on October 11th, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Okay, so Mr. Heatley, with that understanding, because it looked like he was released and then he went back. I don't know if that will impact his ability to resubmit his application, but did you want to meet with him privately and ask some questions or?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, it looks like you're already in room 1, Mr. Heatley. Really sure. Hi, it's the Armando Barraza.
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Your attorney is meeting with someone else privately. When he's returned, I'll allow him an opportunity to speak with you privately if necessary, okay?
Okay, so just stay right here.
That's correct. Actually, your attorney is Miss Donnelly. She hasn't logged in yet. So when she logs in, we'll see if she can speak to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Donnelly. Oh, no, I don't know what happened to your client.
I just,
You put them in a breakout room. I don't need one though. Thank you.
fair enough.
This is Baraza.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just looking for your file here. Maybe I missed it. Here it is. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Armando Baraza, file number 21-02680. SM, council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Erin Husfield on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Armando Barraza, whom we are both separately appearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Today's date set for a pre-trial. Is there an offer extended on this?
There was not, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Donnelly, how do you want to proceed?
At this time, we would like it set for a final pretrial and jury trial, Your Honor.
Still up for it.
November 29th for the final pretrial.
Final pre-trial will be November 29th at
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
December 6th. At 8 a.m.
And the jury trial will be December 6th at 8 a.m. Both of those are in person, okay, Mr. Baraza?
In person. Okay. So I go down to the court office, Your Honor.
That's correct,
Courthouse.
right here at
Okay.
City Hall.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you. Did you want to, Mr. Barraza, do you need to give them your new address for mail?
Yeah, it's 824 Bates Street, Lansing, Michigan.
824 Bates.
Yes.
Is there an apartment at all?
No, it's a house. My sister's
Okay,
house.
what's your zip?
48910.
Okay, thank you for that update. Any additional matters?
No.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set for today, sir.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see here.
Your Honor, do I exit now?
Yes, you should, you
Okay.
can exit. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Clearly did not appear. Drink warrant, please.
I'm sorry, which one, Your Honor?
Odie Lee.
Ryan.
Ryan, yes, sir.
Please send me out this past Friday saying that
Okay, let me see if I can bring jail.
Try to do it for next week.
That's fine. It's gonna take 60 seconds. Okay, can you hear me, Mr. Herrera?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay. Mr. Keithley, were you able to or are you gonna be able to resubmit his request or?
Yes, Your Honor, I've discussed it with my office and I anticipate that you will be receiving an appearance from my office sometime quickly this week. We'd just be asking that this matter be adjourned out. If we can slip it in on the docket for next week, that would give me a chance to have discovery in this case.
We can do it at 10 o'clock in the morning next week. 25th. So we reset this for October 25th at 10 o'clock in the morning. Anything else we should address while we have him here?
Your Honor, will the court be resetting both the pretrial and the PA 53?
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay, you're all set for now, Mr. Herrera. We'll see you next week, okay?
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Probably agree with him.
Mr. Cornish, are you there?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. And your client, Mr. DeBar, is present as well. Mr. DeBar, are you still there? Okay. Well, on the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Aaron DeBar and file number 21-01623 SM, counsel appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Hoskins on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your
here.
Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Steve Cornish on behalf of Mr. DeBar. We're appearing via Zoom by agreement.
Thank you. Today's the date that was set for a restitution hearing. It's scheduled for 10 o'clock this morning. Ms. Housefeld, how do you want to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, as I've indicated to defense counsel in an email this morning, I have not yet received the documentation needed from the victim and homeowner as to the damaged property. I understand that this is the second time that this has been reset. The sentencing was held back on August 9th of this year, Your Honor, with the first adjournment at the people's request to September 20th, and then again today on October 18th. unfortunately, the people are not able to provide the necessary documentation and cannot proceed at this time with the restitution hearing.
Does that mean I'll have another court date?
No, your attorney is going to address the court in just a moment. Mr. Cornish.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you. Again, this is technically the second time for restitution date, but the third time this issue has come up. I'd ask the court in regards to the restitution issue to simply dismiss that matter, allow Mr. Dunbar to complete his other requirements. Thank you, Judge.
Did you say you have not had communication with the victim?
So essentially what I've had, Your Honor, the communication, the victim, and he's a homeowner, he resides out of state. At the time that this offense occurred, the property was vacant. There was someone there that was not meant to be, but essentially it was a vacant property that was being repaired and renovated. So when this damage occurred, the homeowner remained out of state. He is working with a construction company to repair both the damage as well as to continue with the construction. So he has not provided me with the documentation from the construction company, and he is not aware of the amount in total because he was not doing the work himself. So in the sense, I've had communication, but I have not had communication with regard to an amount that I could even provide to the court, let alone any form of documentation.
Okay, that's so this matter, this is the first time we set this matter for a restitution hearing, though.
Your Honor, I believe it was set, so the sentence was held on the 9th of August.
No, my note here is that the defendant failed to complete his pre-sentence report, so I had to reset it.
I see.
That was a reset because of the defendant.
Okay, I'm sorry, Your Honor. So then I suppose this would be was it not labeled as a restitution hearing in September?
September was just the sentencing, and at the time of sentencing, a restitution hearing was requested.
I understand. Well, then I will leave it to the court's discretion with regard to a reset.
Okay, under the circumstances, I am going to grant an adjournment or a reset for the restitution hearing. You have been in communication with the victim. It just sounds like he may be having some challenges with getting an itemization of what the damage would, or repair to the damage of the property is, and also he is a victim that lives out of state or out of town. I don't know if he lives out of state, but
Out of state, Your Honor.
okay, so he lives out of state. So that could also present some additional challenges. I will adjourn this so that you can make another effort to get that information from the victim. Give me 30 days, please. The other issue is, and I don't know if the matter has been, if the property or the areas of damage have been replaced. Because of the pandemic, it's taken a while to get supplies ordered and stuff anyway, so that could also be a delay. November 15th at 9:30. November 15th at 9:30 will be the new date. That will be via Zoom. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, thank you.
Nothing from the defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Cornish, and thank you, Mr. DeBoer. You're all set for today.
So will I get another court date mailed to me then?
Yes, it's gonna be on November 15th. You haven't changed your address since your sentencing, correct? You're still in Hilliard?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you will send a notice there.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Who just joined from the iPhone? Good morning. Can you hear me? What's your name, ma'am?
Shay Chanel Ben.
Okay, Ms. Donnelly, is that your client?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do need to speak with her in a private breakout room.
Okay.
Thank you.
She's in room 2. I was gonna tell you to reset those rooms because they got 60-second countdowns. But we'll do it when she gets out. Mr. Chiefley? For,
Yes, Your Honor.
Ryan Cody, I think we reset the arraignment till next week at 9:30.
Okay, I will try to get him in touch with him about it.
Yeah, my understanding is that he was in a facility for treatment, so we're gonna try to send notice there.
Okay, very good, Your Honor.
Rogers. Flores.
Yeah, may I speak to Flores, Jenna?
I'm sorry?
May I
Flores?
speak on Flores? I received a request for an adjournment this morning. Defense counsel had just been retained. He submitted a stip to me just now, but I think there was a cut and paste issue, so there's a problem with it. So I've asked him I sent it back to him and asked him to correct it and send it back to me. But that will be,
Vukovic.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so they need a new date.
Yes, please.
Did they put or indicate how much time they need?
Did not, Your Honor. I can look to see what the original,
It was just gonna be set for a second free trial for today, so.
it just says, he was retained late last week, would I be agreeable to an adjournment? That's it. So I don't imagine that we need.
Set for a couple weeks. I'm going to assume it was just a issue of him not being available today.
November 1st,
Okay, we set that to November 1st at 9:30 and
I'm sorry, what day, Your Honor?
November 1st.
Thank you, 9:30?
Yep.
And I'll get that to the court as soon as I get it back. And Your Honor, may I look at the Rogers file? Because I don't have anything in my system, like at all.
Check it. I just gave you that one. Right there. Yep.
Thanks.
Oh, who's on this case 51? Okay, good morning, ma'am. What's your name?
Christy Devlin.
Okay, your attorney is meeting with someone. When she's available, we'll see if she needs to meet with you privately, okay? Looks like she's frozen. Okay, Miss Devlin?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
no problem. Probably Kyle. Kyle.
Then I see
Good
other
morning.
people.
Good morning. Who's in the custody of the jail?
Kyle Kirkendall.
Okay. Ms. Donnelly, are you ready with Ms. Ben?
I am, Your Honor.
On the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Sherry Ben. I have file numbers 21-02564 and 21-02211 SM. Council appearances.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Housefield on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Sherry Ben, whom we are both separately appearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Today's date set for pre-trials. How do we want to proceed on these?
Your Honor, I don't have an offer from the state at this time. What I would like to do is adjourn it for 2 weeks so that we may work on finding an offer. I just received some proofs today of the dog licenses, so I will be forwarding those on. And I do expect hopefully to have a resolution in 2 weeks.
Your Honor, my apologies. Did you call 2 or 3 cases?
Oh, you know, Your Honor, I was going to mention she had a case, the 2 cases set at 1:30 p.m. today, and one set at this morning at 10:30. I was going to request if those files were available so that we can handle everything together.
I called 2 cases, so let's see if I can find the third. Okay, here's the third one. I have here file number 21-02565. So the request is to adjourn all 3, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
We can do it November 1st at 10. Be November 1st at 10 o'clock. Ms. Ben, I muted you. Do you have any questions for the court today? You need to unmute if you want to respond.
Oh, no, ma'am.
Okay, so your matters will be reset until November 1st at 10 o'clock in the morning via Zoom. We'll see you then.
Okay.
Okay, and I see that Ms. Devlin is here, or Devlin is here, and then Kyle Kuykendall is here. I don't know if you need to speak with either of them.
Your Honor, I do need to speak with Mr. Kuykendall.
Okay, how do you need to proceed on Ms. Devlin? Did you need any date on that one?
Ms. Devlin, let's see here. I do have the proof of license. I need to send it to Ms. Housefield and then get an offer. So I'll do that momentarily.
Okay, I'll put you in the private meeting room with your other client. Maybe sure they went to the meeting room. So let's see.
I just changed.
Okay, good morning. Is this Whitney Graham?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Keithley, did you need to speak to her at all privately?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll add her to your breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Okay, who's in the jail?
Hello,
Hi, what's your name?
Andrew Shrubby.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shuby. Okay, Mr. Shuby, your attorney is handling another matter right now. When she's available, I'll see if she needs to speak to you privately, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, is it Jasmine Perkins? You're muted. Okay, is it Jasmine, that's Jasmine Perkins?
Yes.
Okay. Whatever the background noise is. Ms. Perkins,
Yes.
do you have a phone or something else playing in the background?
Sorry, that is my friend's phone. I'm actually in his truck right now, but he just got out. So.
Okay. I'm going to place you on mute while I handle another matter, but before we go on the record with yours, you're going to want to make sure that phone is muted, okay?
Yeah, he just got out, but okay.
Thank you. Mr. Keithley, are you ready on Ms. Graham?
Yes,
Yes,
I
Your
am.
Honor.
For the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Whitney Dawn Graham, I have file numbers 18-0203132334. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Hutchfield on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Whitney Graham, who is present via Zoom.
Today's the date set for pre-trials on each of these files. How are we proceeding at this time?
Thank you, Your Honor. So, as the court's aware, Ms. Graham has 4 files. These were issued by Animal Control, and it sort of looks like both the prosecutor's office and my office got discovery very late in this matter. I haven't had any time to actually review the reports that I've received. We would just be asking for a brief adjournment of this matter. If we can even slip it in on next week's docket, that should give me plenty of time to actually read through the reports and be prepared to proceed.
Okay, we'll reset this matter.
We can do it October 25th at 10:30.
We'll do October 25th at 10:30. That's for all 4 matters. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you next week, Ms. Graham.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Waiting for the jail to come back, but Miss Donnelly, were you able to provide the documentation you had to the prosecutor, or?
Your Honor, yes,
No, Miss Devlin.
attaching them right now. Just making sure it got sent.
I don't have it at this point.
Oh, okay, she's indicated she's not yet received it.
I just confirmed it was sent, so it should probably just take a second.
Okay, are we ready with Mr. Kuykendall?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kyle Kuykendall, file number is 20-03040. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Housefield on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Kyle Kuykendall, who is appearing from Union County Jail.
Today's date set for a pretrial. How do we want to proceed on this matter?
Your Honor, there was, this case is a little bit older, and there was a previous offer on the, from a previous prosecutor. I'm not sure if that's still a good offer. At this time, I would just request that we adjourn this. He has another case. The offer was like a global resolution with his other case in front of Judge Hillman. So he has that one set for next Monday. I was going to request that this be adjourned for 2 weeks. To basically work on I think a global resolution.
Was there an offer extended on this?
There was an offer extended. Ms. Donnelly is correct that it involved this case as well as a case out of, I believe, 55th, perhaps. And yes, Ms. Donnelly, the previous offer is still on the table. If you would like to speak with me and firm everything up, we can do that. But yes, the people are still willing to work on a global resolution.
Okay, you said the matter before Judge Hillman is next week?
Yes, Your Honor, it is. It's set for the 25th, yes.
Okay, we'll reset our matter to after that date.
Okay.
Yes.
So we can do the November 1st at 10 a.m.
November 1st at 10 a.m. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set. And then I have Mr. Kuykendall, you're all set. We have Mr. Shruby here as well. Did you need to speak to him privately?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Your Honor, while she does that, may I look at the court's file for Devlin? Just to confirm, I don't have a file for some reason. Is this it?
Yep, this is
Thank you.
Okay. I'll add Shruby to room 2. Are we ready on Ms. Perkins?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Ms. Donnelly, the prosecution has entered a nominee for Ms. Devlin, so she's all set.
Right. Ms. Devlin, did you hear that? You're muted. Christy? You're still muted.
Oh, got it.
Did you hear me? Did you hear the court? They dismissed it. Okay, you're good.
Oh, God bless. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Miss Donnelly.
You're welcome. You're good to go.
All right. Have a blessed day, y'all.
You too. Okay, we're on the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jasmine Perkins. I have file numbers 20-03089 and 20-02234. Council appearances.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Housfield on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Jasmine Perkins, who is present via Zoom.
Thank you. Today is the date set for pre-trials on both matters. How do we want to proceed at this time?
Thank you, Your Honor. There was an offer extended to Ms. specifically that she would plead guilty to count 1 in file 20-03039-SM with an agreement to pay $35 or $34.99 to Target, and that 20-02234 SM would be dismissed.
Okay, how does your client want to proceed?
She is going to be entering a plea today, Your Honor.
Just so that the record is clear, Your Honor, that is accurate, except that I think Mr. Keithley misspoke. It's file 03089 SM that she'll be entering the plea. Not, he said 39.
Oh,
that would be the only.
No worries. I assume that it was the one that began in 03.
Yes, thank
So
you.
the assault and battery file, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. Thank you.
She's going to plead guilty to the assault and battery and pay restitution in the amount of
$34.99, Your Honor.
$4.99 to
Target.
Yes. And then the retail fraud, second degree, and the other file will be dismissed.
That is correct.
Okay, and Ms. Perkins, you're the offer there?
What, Your Honor?
Did you hear the offer that was extended to you?
Yes.
Did you discuss that in detail with your attorney, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you wish to accept the offer today?
Yes.
You raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Ms. Perkins, you have the right to be represented by counsel. You are represented by Mr. Keithley for the purposes of this criminal proceeding. You have the right to proceed to a trial, and you can have a jury trial or a non-jury trial. You have the right to have the prosecution at the time of your trial bring enough evidence to prove each element of the charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
If you want to plead guilty today, you would have to give up your right to have trials of any kinds on both files. You understand that?
Yes.
So that means that you'll have to waive your right to question or cross-examine any of the witnesses that the prosecution intended to call. You'll have to give up your right to call your own witnesses to further any defense that you may want to bring, and then you'll have to waive your right to remain silent at trial and not have that silence be used against you. That's what you want to do today, ma'am?
Yes.
Does anybody make any threats to you to make you to want to waive your rights and plead guilty today?
No.
Is anybody promising you anything to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
Are you currently on probation or parole?
No.
Okay, you understand that if you were on probation or parole, a guilty plea could result in a violation of those statuses?
Yes.
You also understand that an entry of a guilty plea could require you to report a criminal conviction on your future job applications or report it to your current employer. You understand that?
Yes.
as to the charge of assault and battery in file number 20-03089. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Now a factual basis. Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Perkins, on or about October 18th of 2020, were you in the area of 1404 Redwood Street in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Yes.
And at that time, were you there with a person named Rena Thompson?
Yes.
Okay. And at that time and on that date, did you make an assault or assault and battery upon Sabrina Thompson?
Yes.
Did you do so by spitting in her face?
Yes.
Now, you didn't have legal justification for doing so, did you?
No.
Ms. Thompson didn't give you permission to do so, did she?
No.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Questions, Ms. Housfield?
No, thank you. The people are satisfied with the factual basis.
The court is also satisfied with the factual basis, and I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. This matter will be set for sentencing. Sentencing can be via Zoom if all parties consent.
The people would consent, Your Honor.
Defense would also consent, Your Honor.
Okay, so prior to your sentencing, ma'am, you need to meet with probation. They're going to provide the court with a pre-sentence report and recommendation. You need to turn or tender yourself to the probation office, which is in this building on the 5th floor, within the next 48 hours, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you a sentencing date in just a moment, but do you have any questions for today?
No, I do not.
I'm sorry, ma'am, did you have a question?
No.
Okay, so your sentencing is going to be December 13th at 11 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set for today, ma'am.
Madam President.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, the other matter is dismissed. You're free to go, Ms. Perkins.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Shrewby, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we ready, Ms. Donnelly?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Andrew William Shrewby, file number 21-00433 SM. Can I have your appearance, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Erin Housefield on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Andrew Shrewby, who is appearing from Ingham County Jail.
Thank you. Today's the date that was set for sentencing. The court does not have an actual pre-sentence report, but for my notes here, I think Mr. Shrewby's been in and out of the inpatient facility, so that may have a lot to do with why we don't have a report.
Yes.
Are you being held in custody for something other than this?
Yes, Your Honor, he is. He has a case pending in 55th District Court before Judge Hillman. He also is on parole still. He reports that he'll still be on parole, and he's expecting to be released on a tether.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, did you want to address the court prior to sentencing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, and in regards to, I did receive a recommendation sheet from the court and a pre-sentence report from the probation department. I don't know if you have it in the file, but I did receive one and I reviewed it with Mr. Shrewby. We have no objections to it.
Okay, the recommendation is for a straight jail sentence because.
Yes.
It says here they were due to his failing to return the contact to the probation department. So they weren't able to complete the pre-sentence report.
Yes, Your Honor. But Mr. Shruby, he still has no problems with the recommendations. As it stands right now, he had previously 42 days credit. He was arrested October 5th on this one, so he has an additional 13 days, bringing it up to 55. He will still be on parole, so that's why he agrees with the recommendation of not being on probation because he is on parole. We just ask that if there's anything discretionary because of his financial situation, he doesn't work, if any of that can be waived, Your Honor. But other than that, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You say it's a total of 50, did you say 53 or 55 days?
55 days as of today, yes.
Okay, well, the defendant's on parole. He's going to be released on tether. I don't see why a term of probation or additional judicial oversight is necessary at this time. I'm going to enter a sentence of credit time served. There will be a $75 crime victim rights fee assessed plus a $50 statement on cost assessed, and that will be referred to collections. What's your home address, sir?
311 Rumsey, RUMSEY, Lansing, Michigan, 48912.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hey, Dad, come down. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Who do we have here? Mr. Edwards? Who's his attorney? Okay, Ms. Donnelly, Mr. Edwards is here in the courtroom. Would you need to speak to him privately? You're muted.
Yeah. I've spoken with Mr. Edwards already. If he needs another opportunity to speak with me, I'm able to do that.
Do you want to speak to your attorney before we proceed on your matter?
I don't think so.
He said he thinks he's all set.
Okay, all right, then we're all set.
Just very quickly, Honor, the next three sentences all have victims associated. May I just check the hallway to make sure that there is no one who's appeared in person?
No problem.
Thank you.
Who's on the 1+ Nord N200?
Brian.
What's your full name?
Brian Cheney.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I see it. Estrada is here. Mr. Edwards is here in person. I think Lesmonade Taylor is here. Okay. Is this Justin Shattuck?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Edwards, you can come up to the table here, please. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gary Edwards. This is file number 19-00062. Council appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Erin Housefield on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Harry Edwards, who is appearing in person.
Is the date set for sentencing? I do have a pre-sentence report and recommendation here. And Ms. Donnelly, you've gone over that with your client already?
I have, Your Honor.
Are you making any changes to the report at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. One, it was included in the pre-sentencing report, a restitution amount. It was my understanding that no restitution was being sought in this case.
That is an accurate statement, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yep, it is accurate. No restitution is being sought.
Other than that, I have no other issues. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Did you want to address the court before sentencing?
Thank you, Your Honor. In regards to Mr. Edwards, I believe that he has made great strides to get where he is today, which is resolving his cases here in this court and moving on with his life. Unfortunately, he's got a little bit of twist in his story. Recently, they unfortunately found a mass in, I think, near his lung or in his lung, and he's had to have several medical appointments. He's a PET scan, I believe, he has to get one with the Mayo Clinic. So he's definitely had a few more hardships. But again, I believe he's staying positive. He's still in a good place. He's still working. He's still being supported by his family. He even has a better relationship. He's working on his relationship with his sister and his mother, which is getting better. So in regards to the recommendations, we have no problem. He has no issues with probation. Obviously, he has some concerns about what probation will mean in his health, but he's certainly still motivated to show the court that he has again made strides and is in a better place now, that he won't be drawn to any more further criminality, hopefully. So with that, Your Honor, we ask that the court, adopt the recommendations, put him on a term of probation, and there's 7 days, I believe, credit that he has served already. Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Edwards, did you want to make your own statement? You don't need to. Ms. Donnelly has advocated for you, but I'll give you an opportunity now to address the court if you would like.
Yeah, she's accurate about. They did find something in me, and through this whole month, I've been in and out of the professional building at Sparrow. They sent samples to the Mayo Clinic. I just had a PET scan last week. I just got involved with the primary doctor. Lymphoma, they found a mass in my lung. They don't know what it is. I don't have a problem with probation. It's just I don't want to have to do appointments with the doctors and not be able to make appointments. It's where I'm staying at my sister's. She's taking me to work and all these things, and I'm trying to do my doctor's appointments, and I have one on a phone visit. I told him I can't keep coming in if I don't know what's going on and miss things, and I don't want to do that. I want to try to better my health, but I also want to please the court. I understand it's the probation we discussed before or whatever. I'm willing, if it's all possible, if there's no probation, can I accept fines or something, ma'am? I'd like to try to just get on with my things, ma'am, Your Honor. But health-wise, I want to try to get better. I haven't drank in over a month, and I'm at a better place with my mother and my sister. I'm still working. I go to work every day. I got my appointment. I don't know, Your Honor. I just want to make everything right, mentally, physically, and with the courts. And I do apologize for my past history, and I admit I was wrong in all of them. But I feel that I am in a better place. My sister's really close and tight with me on this. That's all I can say, Your Honor. I'm being as honest as I can be here.
Thank you.
And I do have some paperwork, if you'd like to see from.
Paperwork from where?
Well, my sister, they sent me messages on my phone. I asked her to.
Well, I don't want to see the paperwork. I want to know what it's from before you decide.
It's from the professional building and.
Okay, I don't want to see any of your medical information,
Okay.
sir. Yeah, that's your personal information, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, your criminal history here is it's limited. Don't see any prior convictions here. Yeah. My understanding of the underlying issues, you were coming from a wedding, is that what was going on?
Huh?
The underlying incident, what was going on? Were you coming from a wedding or you were under the influence? Is that?
Yes, Your Honor. It's alcohol related.
Got it. Okay. And so what have you been doing? Yeah, you said you haven't drank for the last 30 days. What have you been doing to address the alcohol issue?
I cannot drink around I don't drink around my sister or mother. That's where they want me. My sister wanted me to stay with her, and I'm staying there with her. Me and my mother sleep together in the other rooms. But yes, I'm real close with my mother. She's there every day. I see family. That was a lot of my problem, not seeing my mother and family. So now I'm with them. My job is going good, other than these appointments I've been doing.
You doing construction?
Yeah, I do a lot of painting. Yeah, we do property maintenance and stuff, construction.
Okay.
I've been employed with him over 20 years on and off now.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you are getting yourself together. You're back on track. There was a long period of time here where we couldn't get you into court. You failed to appear a number of times. But since you committed yourself to addressing this issue, you've been here consistently to address this matter so that it can be resolved. The court does have a concern about the underlying alcohol use. And I recognize that you being with your family is probably a motivating factor to keep you sober, but I can guarantee you that you need more than just that to get as a tool to keep you from resorting to abuse of substances, particularly alcohol, when times get hard. And if you're dealing with health issues or anything else that could be challenging, you want to make sure you have some tools to help you address that substance abuse issue and to make sure that it remains in remission. Okay, sir? Mm-hmm. So because of that, I am going to adopt the recommendation of probation and place you in a short term of probation. I'm going to do 90 days probation just so you can do some programming during that time. And I recognize that you have medical appointments and such that you're going to need to make. You just need to make your probation officer aware when your medical appointments are going to conflict with your reporting times, okay?
Yes.
Make sure you make them aware in advance. Don't wait for them to violate you before you let them know that you had a appointment, okay? The court is going to enter order for a term of 90 days, which is 3 months probation. Following probation is a $30 per month oversight fee you will be responsible for, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to order that you complete some outpatient substance abuse as directed by probation.
Your Honor, may I speak? Would that be meetings, Your Honor, or what-
It could be in the form of meetings.
is that up to the probation or?
You can discuss, they'll give a recommendation to you as what they think is best suited for you. I don't know if you're already getting some sort of counseling. If you are, you can provide that information to probation. It may satisfy the court's request, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, while on probation, you're not to purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or any other dangerous weapon. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription for the controlled substance, okay?
Yep.
You will be required to submit to random PBTs and/or your analysis, and you are responsible for the fees associated with that, okay, sir?
Okay.
In order that you maintain your employment. Do you have any questions at this time, sir?
They did put me on, Dolof, but I just let the probation know this.
Okay, you have, as long as you have a valid prescription, that's.
I've been getting them every
You
month
don't
so
need to
far.
provide us with, that information at this time, okay? You can discuss privately with probation if you have a concern about any, controlled substance and a valid prescription of such, okay? Okay, as to fines and costs, there's a $75 crime victim rights fee that will be assessed and a $50 state minimum cost. That's going to be assessed. The court's going to waive any discretionary fines and costs. So if you do 3 months of probation, plus the crime victim rights and state minimum costs is a total of $215 that you'll make monthly payments on that, okay, sir?
Thank you, yeah.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No, I don't, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, who is representing Ms. Estrada?
I do, Your Honor. Could we be placed in a breakout room?
Yeah. I heard a room 1. Okay, and then Justin Shattuck. Is that your client at all, Ms. Donnelly?
I am ready to proceed on that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I'm assuming I did not refer him to probation, correct?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I don't have a report. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Justin Douglas Shattuck and file number 21-01444 SM, counsel appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Erin Housefield on behalf of the people.
An Assistant Public Defender, Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of the defendant, Justin Shattuck, whom we are both separately appearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Today's the date that was set for sentencing. Defendant pled guilty to count 2 of a dog at large. And I think there was a restitution in the amount of $50 to the victim. Did you want to address the court prior to sentencing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, we gave it this opportunity for the victim to appear if they wanted to. Other than that, Mr. Shattuck was able to fix the issues with the dog at large to the state's satisfaction currently. So again, we have, we thank the court. Mr. Shattuck again, is sorry for the issues and hopes that this is the last of it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Shattuck, did you want to make your own statement at all? You don't have to. Ms. Donnelly is here to advocate for you, but if you want to make a statement, you can do so at this time.
I would like to just state that I did sign an agreement with Ingham County Animal Control to walk or kennel the dog. She's no longer on a chain or in the yard. And I apologize for the instance that happened, and I take full responsibility.
Thank you. There's $50 that's going to be assessed for restitution. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that will be assessed, $50 state minimum cost, and the court will also assess a fine of $250. When can you make a payment, sir?
If the court can give me 30 days, I can pay that in full within 30 days.
Okay, I'll note here that you'll make payment in full within 30 days. Any additional
And-
matters for the rest? Sir?
Sorry, Your Honor. I was just gonna ask, can I get a full total on that?
Yes, I have here $425.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing additional for the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Donnelly, any additional matters?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set today, Mr. Shattuck.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
Same to you. Are we ready on Ms. Estrada?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Estrada, file number 21-01840 SM, council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Housefield on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Estrada, who is present via Zoom.
Today's the date that was set for sentencing. There was a matter or a question as to whether or not there was going to be restitution. Do we have a restitution amount?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The people just received late on Friday an email from the victim for a total of $173. I did send that to Mr. Keithley, but just a few moments ago because it was missed in my email. So my apologies to Mr. Keithley and his client. I don't know whether or not Mr. Keithley will wish to contest that amount and have the matter set for restitution hearing.
Oh.
I also would ask, I do know that I provided the victim, Mr. Ellis, the court's Zoom information, just in case he wished to appear this morning. So I would just note that.
Okay, Mr. Keithley, did you receive the information you just provided?
I did, Your Honor. I had opportunity to review it and talk about it with Ms. Estrada. We are going to be stipulating to the amount.
Okay. Okay, did you want to address the court prior to sentencing?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would note that we're ultimately here on a dog license issue. We would just be requesting a sentence of fines and costs in this matter, of course, with restitution, as we've already discussed. I would also just request that the court waive discretionary fines in this matter, as Ms. Estrada is an individual who is not of great means. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court will assess the stipulated amount of $173 for restitution. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that will be assessed, plus a $50 state minimum cost. And when can you make payment on those?
Yes.
When can you make payment?
Oh, when can I make payment? I can make payments every 2 weeks starting this coming Friday.
And how much will you be paying?
I can pay 75 to 100 each time.
shall note here that you'll make bi-weekly payments of $75 until paid in full, and that will begin this Friday, you said?
Yes.
Okay, this Friday is the 22nd. Do you know how to make a payment online, ma'am?
I'm sorry,
Do you know how to make payments online?
I do not.
Okay, you can go to the court's website. If you use this file number 21-01840, it should bring up your account so you can make a payment online, or you can come up to the courthouse in person and make a payment at the window, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the people, thank you.
Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Okay, Lesmone Taylor. Okay. Mr. Strada, you're free to go. Okay. Do you need to speak with Ms. Taylor privately?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
I'll add her to room 1. Okay, can you hear me, Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lesmone Saquon Taylor. File number is 19-03793. Counsel appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Erin Housefield on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Ms. Taylor, who is present via Zoom.
Today's the date that was set for sentencing. I have a letter from the probation department that they were unable to complete the pre-sentencing report due to, it's like a pre-medical issues for the defendant. counsel, did you want to address the court prior to sentencing?
Thank you, Your Honor. As the court's aware, Ms. Taylor has had a lot of sort of ongoing medical issues. Of course, she had one child who I believe actually did have coronavirus. She is very much pregnant, as the court is aware. And there were some sort of miscommunications or missed communications as far as probation is concerned. Your Honor, this is not Ms. Taylor's first time before this court. And as I've pointed out in the past, this is old behavior that she is going through getting cleaned up and getting taken care of. The factual allegations that brought Ms. Taylor before the court today are almost 2 years ago at this point. Or perhaps actually older than, as I think about it, it's actually older than 2 years ago at this point. And not really a reflection of who she is at this point or where she is in her life. She is, as I understand it, stably employed. She has been working on getting all of her legal issues cleared up, and I'm not seeing or have not heard of any new legal troubles coming through for Ms. Taylor. I would ask that the court consider a sentence of fines and costs in this matter, or if the court does not believe fines and costs to be appropriate, a relatively limited term of probation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, the court has an opportunity to review the defendant's prior criminal history, which is limited. I don't think that under the circumstances that Ms. Taylor would be a good candidate, or that this is a matter appropriate for probation. This matter is almost, the underlying issue occurred almost, I believe, 3 years ago, or will be 3 years. Plus with the ongoing medical issues, and it looks like Ms. Taylor is very pregnant. The court is going to issue a order of fines and costs only, and the defendant's license will be suspended for 180 days. Fines and costs will be in the amount of $75 for crime victim rights fee, $50 state minimum cost, plus $100 will be assessed. When can you make payment on that, ma'am?
Next Friday when I get paid.
Okay, so the total is $225. You paying that in full next Friday?
Yes.
Okay, so next Friday is going to be the 29th of October. Do you know how to make a payment online, or did you prefer to come in person to make payment?
I know how to make it online.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people, thank you.
Oh, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
You're all set, ma'am.
Your Honor, did the court address Mr. Hidalgo?
Okay, Mr. Hidalgo did not appear, so we issued a bench warrant.
I was concerned that may have happened, Your Honor. Mr. Hidalgo was reaching out to me and we just weren't able to make contact this morning. I'm wondering if there was some sort of an issue in terms of him not knowing or not having the information for his appearance today. I would, on the basis of he was trying to contact me this morning, just request a brief adjournment.
Okay, fine. I don't know what happened to, hold on, let me go off there.